Hi, thanks for coming. We're gonna start, I'm gonna give a little bit more time. We're gonna start in maybe like a minute or so. I know it's Saturday and I know a lot of people are out and about. Hi, Annika, thank you so much for coming. We're gonna talk today about making homemade pickles. I hope everyone's having a good day. Hi, thank you so much for coming. Here, maybe I should show my face for a sec. Hi. Thank you for coming. I'm going to give a little teaser demo today about making homemade pickles, and this is a recipe that will be put up on my blog in the very near future. I had posted a photo on Instagram of my homemade pickles and people inquired and they wanted a recipe, so I figured I'd talk to you guys today about how easy it is to make homemade pickles. And ever since I started making them, I have not wanted to go out and buy them ever again. I wasn't really like a pickle connoisseur until I went to this flower show at a convention and they had a bunch of vendors there, and one of the vendors was a pickle stand, and we had gotten these really awesome pickles. There was like pickled pineapple in there with the cucumbers and stuff. So I really wanted to try and make my own pickles at home. All recipes I make my own, so I'll do a lot of research and then I will adapt a recipe according to my taste, and I'm going to show you guys something really easy. So here, I'll start my little bit of my demo just so this could be a quick broadcast because I know it's Saturday. So, alright, hold on one second. Okay, so what we have here is, this mixture is basically a brine. So when you buy pickles in the store, you know that liquid that they're sitting in, that is basically our base mixture for our brine. And this is the recipe you will be receiving on my blog when I post it next week. I'm going to be doing my first brand new post on my brand new blog next week. So we have fresh cucumbers. These are actually garden fresh. They're from my mother-in-law's garden, so it's perfect time. Everything here, and this is the one thing I love about summer, is everything is fresh, homegrown. I love going to farmers markets. This is a jalapeno from our garden. You slice these really thin if you want to put these in pickles, and of course these are optional because they will make your pickles like a little spicier, but it gives a nice even heat. Thinly sliced white onion, and then these are actually banana peppers. So this brine, this is the recipe that you guys will be receiving in my blog when I post it, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a teaser. And this is how easy it is. This brine takes all of 1.5 minutes to make, and I pre-sliced the vegetables just so you guys wouldn't have to sit and watch that. So what I'm going to do is you slowly start putting in, and I layer everything just so that it's easier when you mix it up. And another thing is too, I know that this looks like a very little bit of liquid for all the stuff that needs to go in here, but what's going to happen is you're going to pile all the vegetables up, and there's salt in this brine, and that is actually going to release water from the cucumbers, and then you will have a nice brine that's going to cover all of the vegetables. So these are some diced banana peppers, and then we're going to put white onions in here. White onions, some jalapeno. I like to layer everything so that when you shake it up, it's already kind of mixed in well. And you can basically pack this however you like. Again, everything, most everything in here is optional. You can do just straight cucumbers if you really want to. The other things are going to make it a little spicier. And I actually have more cucumbers than I probably need, because this is going to get very full very soon. So, okay, so we got this. We'll finish all these. I'm making a mess because I'm using one hand. So got all this in. The onions actually taste very good pickled. You'd be very surprised. And then we'll do some more jalapeno because my husband does like the heat. Okay, so you have this. Well, this should be a challenge. I have to put the lid on. So you're gonna put a lid on. Hopefully you'll have both hands free. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna shake this up, This is going to go in the fridge for, I would say this would be ready to eat in about 6 to 8 hours. And every hour and a half to 2 hours, just give the jar a nice shake. It's really easy. It's really simple. This is not something you need to baby. And this is a refrigerator style pickle that doesn't involve the hot water method for canning. You can do that if you really want to put in the extra effort and make them last longer. But this is like a great, oh, this is so awesome. I'm just sitting here. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came. I just wanted to show you guys that this is something really easy to do. Cucumbers are so abundant at farmers markets this time of year. We have a cucumber plant. I will be showing you guys my garden in a little bit. So yeah, so what you're gonna do is just shake this up every hour and a half to 2 hours. And after it sits for a little while, you're gonna have this. So this is one that I started last night. And you can see that, so look, so this little bit of brine in this one has doubled. And you can even add, and oh, and you see the shrinkage because the cucumber started to pickle. So you can even add more vinegar to this. I'll be giving the details in my blog post. But yeah, these are delicious. They're a little spicy. You do not have to do them this way. I do have another recipe for pickles with pickled pineapple, which is absolutely delicious. All my recipes are tried and true. I've made all these recipes myself. I've made them multiple times. People love them. So I would not share them with you if I didn't think that they were good and if I didn't think that you would be able to do them yourself. So another thing too is on my blog, I'm going to have, when I give you guys a recipe, I'm going to have the easy version and maybe like an intermediate version, but these are pretty much all easy. These are easy refrigerator dill pickles with extra additions. I'll make note of what you can omit and other things you can add in according to your taste. And if you guys want to see, I had like the best farmers market haul for my mother-in-law. Do you want to see the biggest squash you've ever seen in your life? She grew this. Look at how I can't even fit this. Look at how big this thing is. Let's see. Okay, let's just talk about how big this thing is. So these are things I got at the farmer's market yesterday. Some purple potatoes. This is from my mother-in-law's garden. Eggplant. She gave me another squash. And I got some flowers from the farmer's market. And a ton of fresh tomatoes from my mother-in-law's garden. Hi, Glittered Imperfection. Thank you so much for coming. I just finished my short demo on making dill pickles, refrigerator pickles. But I will have the recipe up on my blog next week. So these are pickles that have been sitting overnight, and these are the pickles we just made live. Yeah, so I had all the ingredients pre-sliced so that we could just do a quick demo. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys outside really quick. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I post a lot of vegetable photos and photos from my garden. Hi, thank you. Photos from my garden. So I'm actually going to show you here. Let me flip my camera. Hey, okay. So I'm actually going to show you how we garden here, and you'd actually be amazed at what we do with the space that we have, because we actually are renters, so we don't have a ton of space, but I've utilized the space in a way that I think other people can maybe use in case you rent or you don't want to commit to a huge garden. I'm going to show you exactly what we have so you can maybe take some of that. So let's go outside. Where are my shoes? This is so cool. Okay, so we're gonna go outside and I'll show you some things. Let's hope my nosy neighbors aren't outside. Okay, hold on. Okay, so all right, so let me show you guys some of the plants that I have. I have a ton of different things. I'll walk through everything. Let me know at any time if you lose the connection, because I am outside, but my Wi-Fi should still work. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is my rosemary plant. Fresh herbs are a staple and a must-have. Very easy to grow. I bring this inside in the winter. This is actually 2 years old and it's doing really, really well. I dry this and I save this for marinating poultry and stuff. We have flowers. We have a rose bush that isn't doing too well. Okay, so this is my cucumber plant. Actually, there are 3 cucumber plants. I've had to prune this because we don't have an unlimited amount of space, but having fresh cucumbers is one of the best things pretty much ever. These are our basil plants and they are wild. I need to actually, these are great for making fresh pesto. I only make fresh pesto. I never use store-bought, especially in the summer. And a good tip is if you make a ton of pesto in the summer, it will last in the freezer and it'll last us all winter. So I was able to make dishes with fresh pesto all winter. This is Thai basil, which is delicious. These are Cosmo flowers. I grew these from seed. They were very tall. I am 5'4" and they're almost as tall as me, and they're finally blooming, so that makes me really happy. They're seashell cosmos, in case you're interested. I have a huge cherry tomato plant, which is again almost as tall as me. It's doing very, very, very well. I have two different kinds of thyme. This is one kind of thyme, and then this is another. This plant is 2 years old. This will come back through the winter. I left it outside, it froze over, and it came back to life. This is fresh mint. I always have fresh mint so that I can make mojitos. These are homegrown poppies. I planted these from seed and they make me very happy. Bought these at Lowe's. This is my carrot plant. So there are actually carrots growing in here, and don't be fooled by the size of the carrot greens because the carrots are about this small still. So yeah, so I hope you guys liked that little tour. I do have kale growing too. I can never keep all those plants left. It did take a little bit of practice. I will say that last year we didn't do as much as we did this year. And also it takes a lot of research. I put a lot of time before I even grow something. So I researched growing the cucumbers before I even bought them. So yeah, so I hope you guys like that little tour, and that's a really good example of how you can grow so many things in such a small space, because we don't own a home and we don't have an unlimited amount of space, and we're able to consistently have fresh herbs throughout the summer. And the cucumbers are great. Oh, I also have a jalapeno plant out there that you couldn't really see because it was overshadowed by the cucumber plant. The cherry tomatoes are also great. I actually had a friend that told me that I could pickle the tomatoes before they turn red. So I may pick some of them green and test it out and tell you guys how that comes out, and I'll incorporate that into another pickle recipe. So, in case you missed it, we went over how to make easy dill pickles. This is not a canning method pickle recipe, so it's super easy. This is going to take like 6 to 8 hours, and you're just going to shake it every hour and a half to 2 hours. Very simple. You don't need to baby this. This recipe will be on my blog soon, and yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see a link to my brand new website and my brand new blog sometime next week. Pesto recipe Periscope. Yeah, oh yeah, you want me to do that? That's cool. Yeah, that's no problem. I just want to go over all the cucumbers are homegrown. Everything is from the farmer's market that I had. We used jalapeno from my garden, and what you're gonna get is the recipe for the brine that pickles sit in. So I hope you guys like that demo. Thank you so much for coming. I know it's Saturday, so a lot of people are out, so you know, feel free to share. You can share like the replay and stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I can't wait to chat with you guys more. I'll be doing another scope in a few days. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, let me end this. Bye.